This is my first official dunk, and here is how I did it. We've all done it. We started watching every single video about how to increase the vert.
Now I'm gonna show you guys how to jump higher in 5 minutes. We're going to go over how to get your first dunk.
And it doesn't seem to work. Yet. I'm 5'10", my wingspan is 6'7". I didn't start off as this bouncy. I actually never wanted to dunk in the first place. When it comes to me and my brothers, there was a amount of issues with me and basketball and how it interfered with their playing style. I probably said this in another video.
It actually kind of hurts because like it just it's just me. Like I can see the potential in myself. I don't know why I'm not really putting in any work.
Both my brothers excelled in shooting, dribbling, and driving, and also rebounding. But the only thing I was actually good at was rebounding. I wasn't really putting in the effort and the work that I needed to put in, so I got lazy. You know when you practice for a long time and you start to build that confidence? Since I wasn't practicing that often, I was really self-conscious about my dribbling skills, my everything. So when given the opportunity, I will always record for the channel because I didn't want you guys to see, or I didn't want my brothers to see basically the embarrassment that I became because I wasn't practicing. So I was thinking in my head, since both my brothers surpassed me in dribbling, shooting, and driving, what else can I do that they can't do? And I just realized that I have the highest vert of all of them. So for me, I do look at the workouts that I've been given, but I would just like sometimes forget. So for me, what I would do daily is I would just jump in place for like 15 to 20 minutes straight for no reason at all. I don't know why I do this, but I guess it's working. It helps with the fast twitch fibers in your legs, so when you're trying to like jump up fast, then you have the ability to jump up fast. Even though I love go to the weight room, like I don't know if you see my progress throughout the years, but I'm pretty jacked, you know, like I'm not like jacked, but you know I'm skinny jacked. You know? To get like a higher jump, I wouldn't say to be skinny because I've seen some fat people and they can actually dunk. Even because mind you, I hate working legs. Like every time I go to the gym, I don't work out legs. I always work out upper body, and that's it. To be honest, so but for legs, I always do plyometrics, always, for some reason, because I really don't feel like doing weights for my legs. Even though, like, it's the thing, I'm weird because every time I do decide to hit weights for the legs, I love doing them, but then as soon as I like stop, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, it's just weird. Thing was, I was practicing this for years, and my vertical has increased by a lot, but when it comes to actually dunking the ball, I was so confused of why it's not going through. Because I'm doing the technique, I'm doing the penultimate step. My body is this way, my legs are this way, like everything was perfect. And the more I watched those videos of myself, the more I realized that every time I run, I tend to stop and then jump. When you're supposed to it's supposed to be a one fell motion into when you're jumping. You're not supposed to stop at any time, because if you stop, you're gonna lose that momentum speed, and then you're gonna not jump as high. So, and I thought, to you, it may look like you're going fast, but when you actually look at the clip, it looks like you're actually going slow. That's why I recommend you record your jumps, just so you can see your progression and so you see what is actually wrong with your jumping.
Oh, I forgot to mention this in the video. What also helped me with dunking was my grip strength. So what I usually do is that if you guys don't have any grip strength at all, I want you to set your ball up on the floor, right? And I want you to sit down or stand up, it doesn't matter. I want you to see if you can pick up the ball with only the grips of your fingertips. I'm not saying use your nails, but like use the pads of your fingertips. And if you can't do that yet, keep doing it until you feel comfortable trying to pick it up. And if you want to try other alternatives, I always do finger push-ups. And try doing a push-up with that, basically. For starters, if you're just starting up, if you're just starting, try using your knees, like put your knees on the floor and then do the push-up so you can progress over time. That really helps with the grip. Don't think too much when you're running, because that's where a lot of people fall, and that's where I fell as well. I feel like if you think too much, you're gonna think about where the foot placement is, and you're not supposed to do that. So going back to the grip thing, when I'm finished doing my penultimate step and I take my last 2 steps, since I'm right-handed, or if you're left-handed then go ahead, but since I'm right-handed, I try to grip the ball towards my right hand as close as possible, so when I get up, I push the ball using my left hand towards my right hand, so it's like a lever, and it can it kind of just adds height to my jump, and then I could just dunk it, basically. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Okay, back to the video.
I just had this thought because like I was watching my old tapes and I was like, why am I always going slow when I'm doing my penultimate step? So I was like, okay, let me pretend that it's fast break and I'm trying to score the winning dunk. So as soon as I started running for the fast break, I noticed when I was flying, I was like, wow, like I had so much airtime and I have so much room to think, and I knew what I'm supposed to do with the ball. Well, obviously supposed to dunk it, but I had more control in the air. I realized that my vertical wasn't really the problem because it was already on packed. It was just my speed.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
My school's gym, it gave me opportunity to realize what I was missing all along, and it was literally speed. I was missing speed, because speed is so important when you're trying to jump. Because look, this is simple physics. The force that you generate when you're doing your vertical jump, it has a peak. And I guess my peak is me grabbing the rim, because that's where my vertical stops. So, but when you're moving on to your penultimate step and you're jumping, you're transferring the forward momentum into vertical momentum, so you're basically adding on to your vertical. But enough of the physics talk and stuff, because I really don't want to be in this college. Let me just show you some demonstrations and stuff.